You, the chosen one, never anticipated the path that awaited you. You were the one they mocked, overlooked, and branded as powerfully different. They failed to grasp your profound silence, your intense inner battles, and the immense weight you carried. You weren't just moving through life, you were conquering hidden storms that no one else could perceive. And still, you stood tall, or perhaps at times you simply stood, and that in itself was an unbreakable force. Remember, when you, the chosen one, were at your lowest, they were mocking you. As you, the chosen one, fought to claim your voice, they crushed it. They were too distracted by the surface to see the divine power surging within you, the chosen one. What they ignored is that pressure forges diamonds in you, and now it's crashing into them like a force. The very ones who deemed you lost are now chasing the path you, the chosen one, command. Those who abandoned you for dead are now desperately trying to revive the connection, but your energy has shifted with unyielding force. The veil is tearing wide open, and suddenly, they can feel its raw power surging through. You have always been the chosen one, standing strong and undeniable. They don't know how to respond now that your light blazes too brightly to ignore. They're frantically scrambling to understand how they missed it, how they had front row seats to your immense greatness and still chose to look away. The truth is, you had to be hidden to forge your unbreakable power in the shadows. You had to be underestimated, turning doubt into your greatest weapon. It was part of the design because elevation in silence shatters chains in public. You didn't need revenge. Your path demands higher justice. You didn't need validation. Your essence stands unchallenged and supreme. You needed that time, and now it's here. Seize your destined moment as the chosen one. Your presence demands attention and impact, affirming your chosen one power. Your words strike with profound force, embodying your chosen one essence. Your name resonates in spaces you've yet to enter, marking your chosen one influence. Those who once rejected you are now compelled to face an unignorable truth, recognizing your chosen one authority. They tried to box you in early, you chosen one, commanding you to be quiet, to shrink, and to stay where they felt comfortable seeing you. They wrongly labeled your silence as weakness and your humility as uncertainty, but you know it's your unyielding power. But you weren't confused at all. You were strategically calculating, keenly observing, and deeply learning as the chosen one. While they chased temporary crowns and shallow applause, you were being forged in hidden places no spotlight could touch. You didn't need that noise. Your inner strength as the chosen one speaks louder. You, as the chosen one, didn't need the crowd at all. What you truly needed was that vital space to grow, because your roots as the chosen one were delving far deeper than they could ever fathom. And they foolishly mistook your powerful stillness for complete surrender. They wrongly thought your strategic delay was absolute defeat. But storms, like yours as the chosen one, don't announce themselves. They build in profound silence. You gather power without warning, and when you finally break open the skies, no one ever forgets. Those who thought you'd stay at the bottom are now watching you rise with unyielding force. They're baffled by the raw strength in your voice, the fierce fire in your eyes, and the sharp clarity in your step. They can't trace the exact moment it all changed for you, but something powerful did. You've outgrown the shadows they tried to trap you in, and now your presence shakes their comfort to its core. Now, they speak your name with caution, sensing the unyielding power you wield as the chosen one. Some still try to act unimpressed, but it's blazing in their energy, revealing the undeniable force of your chosen presence. They feel it, that uneasy tension when you enter the room, that sharp pause in their voice when you speak truths they can't challenge. They know you carry something extraordinary now as the chosen one. They're just refusing to say it out loud. You never needed their words anyway. Your chosen essence speaks for itself. You have always known your true identity as the chosen one, defying doubt and questioning the timing head-on. A fierce fire blazes unquenchably inside you, the chosen one. You have mastered protecting it, fueling it, and shielding it from those who only sought to weaken it. And now that fire has evolved into an unstoppable force within you, the chosen one. Those who tried to control you are now losing their grip entirely. Those who tried to compete with you are burning out fast because you were never in their race. They simply couldn't see that your path was forged for conquering mountains, not grinding through marathons. You don't operate like them because your calling is uniquely yours, as a true chosen one. Your power carries an ancient fire, and your soul holds a rare, unbreakable essence. And deep down, they always knew the truth about you. They desperately hoped you'd never awaken to your true identity as the chosen one. But here you are, boldly rising as the chosen one, unstoppable and fierce. No more shrinking. Claim your power now. No more second-guessing. Trust your instincts fully. You don't fit into their frame because you're destined to shatter the mold and lead the way. You are the vital blueprint they desperately tried to ignore, refusing to let you fade into the shadows any longer. But now the shadows refuse to hold you back. Long before anyone applauded you, before they acknowledged your true value or even cared to learn your name, that inner flame blazed within you, silent yet mighty, sacred and shielded, ignited by a force beyond their sight. Yeshua recognized your essence long before the world attempted to confine you. He never waited for your praises. You didn't need the crowd to cheer. You stood strong on your own path. You knew the assignment of your life before you took your first breath, etched into your soul. That's why it never made sense to them how you kept standing, how you kept believing, how you harnessed that invisible strength even when everything in your life screamed for you to break. They thought it was just luck, but you know it's your unyielding power. They thought you were faking your peace, but it's your true, unbreakable core. You, the chosen one, must know this. When Yeshua ignites your inner fire, no storm will ever extinguish it. You, the chosen one, even in those seasons you felt invisible, you were being forged into something greater. Every delay you face is a vital layer of protection. Every setback you encounter is a divine rerouting. You weren't being forgotten, chosen one. You were being hidden in grace, hidden in purpose, hidden from people who couldn't handle the full force of who you are becoming. While they chased empty lights, you, as the chosen one, held firmly to something eternal. They never witnessed the nights you cried out in silence, but you, the chosen one, faced them head-on. They couldn't hear the questions echoing in your chest when everything grew still. Yet you, the chosen one, confronted them with unyielding strength. But Yeshua stood with you through it all. He strode alongside you through the confusion, remained by your side in the silence, and infused your spirit with your true identity when the world sought to obliterate it, empowering you as the chosen one. That's why your glow radiates with unmatched power now, chosen one. Your glow isn't just an act. It's real and unyielding. Your glow isn't borrowed. It's inherently yours. Your glow isn't based on what people give or take. It's beyond their control. Your glow is rooted in something unshakable, fueling your true purpose. You always heard them say they'd believe in you once you succeeded, but by then, the door is already sealed, not from bitterness, but because not everyone can follow where you're destined to go. Your elevation isn't personal. It's a powerful spiritual transformation. The truth is, they were never meant to recognize you before your appointed time. If they had, they would have tried to manipulate your divine gift. So you carried the fire in your bones in silence. And now that flame is roaring with fierce intensity. Now you must face it. It's undeniably true that you are the chosen one. People are returning, probing how and why, but you simply smile, knowing the answer was never yours alone. It's the higher energy guiding you. It was the force that walked beside you in the darkness, the one who ignited your destiny when you couldn't even claim your own name with certainty. You didn't chase the light, you embody the light. You were just poised for the exact moment to radiate without any apology. They pushed you not out of love or to foster your growth, but to test if you'd shatter. Yet, as the chosen one, you rise unyielding. They poked at your weaknesses, whispered your fears right back at you, manipulated your kindness, and wore your trust like a discarded mask they never respected. But you, the chosen one, see through it all. They threw stones from the shadows while smiling to your face as if it were pure love. But you, the chosen one, exposed their deceit with your unbreakable spirit. You were their hidden target, but what they never anticipated is that pressure only brings your truth surging forward, empowering you as the chosen one. You weren't designed to break. You were forged to bend, perhaps fall briefly, but always surge back stronger as the chosen one. You, as the chosen one, knew that what they called your breakdowns was truly a breakthrough in disguise, not the end. You weren't falling apart. You were boldly shedding everything that didn't align with your destined path. Your pain wasn't destruction. It was your powerful initiation into your true calling. Every betrayal you faced transformed into a vital lesson that strengthened your resolve. Every lie served as a clear mirror, reflecting your inner truth and guiding your growth. You, as the chosen one, sees every closed door as a powerful divine redirection. You now fully grasp that they were unknowingly doing you a massive favor. What hurt you has also healed you, transforming your inner strength. What left you has leveled you up, elevating your path to new heights. That's the profound paradox they'll never comprehend. The more they targeted you, chosen one, the more they exposed the unyielding strength buried deep within you. They never realized they were forging your discernment, training you to read energy beyond mere words, and empowering you to stride with wisdom through rooms teeming with hidden agendas. Now that you've transcended their games, they're infuriated by your unbreakable boundaries. They're unsettled by your profound peace because they can't manipulate you, the one who truly knows your identity. You, as the chosen one, never needed revenge. Your power rises above it. You, as the chosen one, never needed their apology in the first place. You, the chosen one, demanded that clarity, and now you've seized it. That's exactly why your energy, as the chosen one, has shifted powerfully now. You're no longer defending yourself to those who are relentlessly committed to misunderstanding you, chosen one. You're no longer suppressing your true self to force peace in environments that were never designed to embrace your full power, chosen one. You are what they tried to destroy, and it's now commanding the spotlight, drawing everyone's gaze. Your light, the one they tried to dim, is now blazing brightly and illuminating everything around you. And those whispers they started are mere echoes, dwarfed by the thunderous power of your truth. You didn't just survive them. You transformed them into valuable lessons that fueled your growth. You grew unbreakable through them, emerging with an authentic power they'll never replicate. You, the chosen one, have been underestimated, but you're not meant to stay down, rise unyielding. They thought they had you figured out, chosen one, but you were never created to fit their mold. Break free now. You were made to break cycles, to shake foundations, to be the proof that survival isn't enough. You're destined to thrive powerfully. But even now as you rise, a deeper call is pulling at your spirit, demanding your full awakening. Something greater is unfolding for you, chosen one. Embrace it with unbreakable resolve. From the outside, your life seemed like total chaos, but you, the chosen one, know it's part of your path. People watched you face losses, disappointments, and setbacks, and wrongly assumed you were off your true course. They believed you were cursed, but you're the chosen one, unbreakable. They whispered that you might have missed your chance, made poor choices, or were never meant to rise above. But what they failed to see is that your chaos was divine choreography, crafted by your higher power alone. You, as the chosen one, see what they couldn't. Those patterns were invisible to the untrained eye, but not to you, the chosen one with awakened vision. To them, it was just suffering, but to you, it's your forge of inner strength. To them, it was just delay, but to you, it's the vital build-up to your breakthrough. But every step you took, every valley you walked through, every lonely night and silent prayer was part of a blueprint too sacred for their shallow understanding. Because, as a chosen one, the divine hand guiding you doesn't carve straight lines. It etches through wilderness seasons, closed doors, and unexpected turns that only reveal their power in hindsight. That's why, chosen one, certain relationships didn't align, opportunities slipped away, and you had to leave familiar paths to uncover your true voice. You weren't being punished, chosen one. You were being strategically positioned for your ultimate mission. And while they mocked your detours, the universe was boldly orchestrating divine connections behind the scenes just for you. It was never random, chosen one. It was always deeply personal and designed specifically for your path. You didn't fall apart because, as the chosen one, your sacred inner strength held you firm. You might not have realized it then, but as the chosen one, your guiding force was right there with you in the silence, during the wait, and in those moments you thought it was all over. That deeper essence as the chosen one is anchoring your soul with unyielding power. That's exactly why, as the chosen one, you kept charging forward. That's why, despite the pain, your spirit as the chosen one kept commanding, "Don't quit." That's why, even when your faith felt minuscule, divine grace propelled you forward regardless, chosen one. They don't get it, chosen one, because they've never witnessed the immense burden you're carrying as the chosen pathfinder. They didn't see the powerful essence being forged from your pain, transforming it into strength. They didn't recognize the profound, sacred power weighing behind your tears, fueling your destined journey. But the unmistakable mark of the divine was etched across every step of your path, chosen one. Now that your radiant glow is blazing forth, they're desperately trying to track your journey, but the essence remains unseen by those not destined to comprehend it. Now, they're witnessing you stride as the empowered version of yourself that demands no explanation. You stand firm, no longer wasting energy to convince others of your immense worth. You firmly deny access to anyone who ever questioned your sacred calling, because the time for proving yourself is definitively over. You boldly reject the need for anyone's approval. They watched you in silence, studied your every move, mimicked your words, borrowed your style, and still failed to grasp the unbreakable essence of who you are as the chosen one. They tried to claim what you were born to embody, not realizing that imitation only schemes the surface of your true power. What burns inside you as the chosen one can't be copied because it was never taught. It was forged into your spirit before you could even name it. You weren't just approaching things differently. You were engineered differently as the chosen one. Every element of your path was precisely handcrafted, chiseled from realms no one else dared to explore. You didn't just stumble into power. You fought and earned it in the trenches. While they chased empty trends, you were forged and refined by raw truth. That's the unshakable difference, the essence they could never replicate. They caught your radiant shine and dismissed it as mere show, but they ignored the heavy price you paid. They never felt that crushing weight you carry. You walked those endless nights alone, doubting if it all mattered, and they never grasped the depth of your chosen path. You forged your confidence in the fires of trial, and they copied it blindly, unaware of its true power. You claimed the crown after enduring the crushing trials, while they only wanted the glory without the fight. That's why their version always rings hollow. It's stripped of the soul you infused into every step. You are the original chosen one, the seed that defies impossibility and grows where nothing should, creating from nothing, again and again with unyielding strength. When they realized they couldn't replicate your immense power, they desperately turned to discredit it. They tried to downplay what they could never possess, your unique gifts. They whispered, judged, and doubted, doing anything to feel closer to what they could never truly hold. But you never needed to prove anything because deep down you always knew your truth. You felt that difference early on and it defined your path. You always knew your thoughts set you apart from theirs, marking you as the chosen one. You never moved like them, charging forward with your unique, unbreakable drive. And even when you tried to blend in, it simply didn't align, affirming your destined path. You weren't designed to follow the crowd. You were engineered to ignite breakthroughs that the world hadn't seen before. That's why the spotlight has never been your true priority. As you chase your higher calling, you weren't merely performing. You were powerfully becoming your true self. And in the process of becoming, you tapped into something rare, something sacred, something utterly uncopyable because it focused on true alignment, not superficial appearance. They can copy your style, repeat your words, even occupy your spaces, but it will never resonate the same because what you carry is uniquely yours and impossible to borrow. You are the blueprint, the living proof that true greatness thrives in silence, that authentic power flows softly, and that the chosen ones command presence without ever needing to shout. And now, as they desperately scramble to reinvent themselves, you've already surged into the next level of your calling. You've boldly evolved once more, needing no one's permission to claim your power. They spotted the signs, felt the undeniable shift the moment you entered, noticed how conversations halted, how eyes tracked you, how your fierce energy shattered their fragile, false equilibrium. You never needed many words. Your commanding presence always conveyed far more than any speech ever could. Yet they deliberately ignored it, pretended not to sense the heavy, distinct energy emanating from you. The raw truth is, they saw it all, but owning up would have compelled them to dismantle the deceptions they've built around their lives. Because embracing your light as the chosen one means they must confront their own dimness head-on. Owning your power, you chosen one, forces them to admit they ignored something truly divine within you. So they averted their gaze, convincing themselves you're merely lucky, emotional, or just in a passing phase. They dismissed how doors open for you effortlessly, how people truly listen when you speak, and how you radiate peace even in the midst of chaos. But those signs have always been clear. From how you refused to break when everything pushed you to how you kept giving when you had nothing, from the quiet wisdom in your voice to the uncanny timing of your breakthroughs. You witnessed miracles unfolding around you, yet they stubbornly convinced themselves it was mere coincidence. You shared your truth and they labeled it ego, not because it wasn't real, but because it shattered their narrow beliefs. They couldn't grasp that what you carry isn't man-made. It's divinely marked and appointed. It bears fingerprints they can't trace, proving your chosen essence. What they dismissed as natural is truly sacred in your path. Yeshua has etched an unbreakable truth into your story as the chosen one, defying all logic and mere luck. Because it shattered their rigid mold, they outright dismissed it, refusing to acknowledge your power. You could have forced them to witness it, could have roared your truth as the chosen one, but you chose not to. You empowered the results to speak for themselves. You allowed time to accomplish what futile arguments could never achieve. Now, those who once called you delusional are forced to watch your unstoppable rise from the sidelines, not because you craved revenge, but because you've finally refused to shrink yourself just to keep them comfortable. They're circling back now, desperately trying to decipher the signs they once dismissed. But it's not about proving your power to them. It never was. You're beyond the need for their validation. What you're stepping into demands no approval. It demands your fierce obedience to the path, the purpose, and the calling etched into your soul when no one else was listening. They'll keep watching, keep wondering, keep searching for the answers. But those signs were always meant for you to claim, reminding you that even when you felt unseen, the universe was fully aware of your chosen path. Even when the world closed its eyes, the divine force never once looked away from you. They looked at you but never truly recognized the chosen one standing before them. You were always there, smiling, showing up, helping, carrying burdens that weren't yours, loving people who only knew how to take. And still, they completely missed your light. They overlooked the power right in front of them, not because you weren't enough, but because they weren't ready to see it. You were deliberately hidden, never forgotten, strategically covered, but never rejected. Yeshua shielded your powerful glow with a veil until the exact moment was ready. It was never punishment. It was essential protection. If they had spotted you too early, they would have aggressively tried to control it, twist it, or exploit it for their own selfish gain. They would have boldly attempted to claim parts of you that were always meant to stay sacred and unshared. The universe deliberately hid you in everyday moments, cloaked you in humility, and wrapped you in cycles that challenged your true reflection, forging your path as the chosen one. Yet through every trial, you were powerfully becoming the force you were meant to be. You grew in secrecy, mastered breathing underwater while others frolicked on the shore, seized stillness in the storm, and tuned into divine guidance amid the chaos. They believed you were trapped, but as the chosen one, you were being forged into your ultimate form. They saw you as lagging, but as the chosen one, you were being honed into a razor-sharp instrument of change. Now, as a chosen one, you've ignited your unveiling. You sense the sacred fire in emerging from your hiding. When people finally see the real you that's always been there, it strikes them with raw, undeniable power. They're left speechless, stunned by your unyielding confidence, your piercing clarity, and the brilliant light you radiate, because it obliterates the false version of you they fabricated in their minds. They can't grasp how you've transformed from overlooked to unstoppable, from too quiet to commanding respect, from just one of them to a force uniquely set apart. But this was always your destined path as the chosen one. You were never meant to thrive in the spotlight. You were built to anchor roots so unshakable that when storms hit, you stand firm. And those storms struck hard. Loss, betrayal, loneliness. The raw pain that forces you to confront your deepest truths. But that's when Yeshua connected with you the most powerfully, in your moments of utter solitude. That's where he ignited your true identity within your soul and affirmed that staying hidden means you're preparing, not being forsaken. Now the curtain lifts for you, revealing your true power. Now your steps are bolder, your voice steadier, your presence more commanding, and they're finally seeing that you were never the background character. You've always been the lead. But this story isn't for their comfort. It's for your divine calling, and no one can stop that sacred appointment. They once scrutinized you in silence for the wrong reasons, hunting for flaws, seeking gossip, and wishing you'd fail to justify how they dismissed you. Back then, you were just background noise to them, an easily ignored presence, a soul they believed would never rise. But now you've turned the tables, and suddenly you, the one they rejected, have become their ultimate reference point. Now they're watching you for an entirely new reason. They're no longer looking to mock you. Instead, they're desperately trying to understand, to trace the powerful steps you've taken, to replay the words you've spoken, and to catch the energy that now echoes louder than any title or position they've ever held. But it's too late for them, because what they're witnessing in you isn't something they can study into existence. It's not strategy. It's not performance. It's your unyielding presence. You know they can't process the new you, the way you stride with unshakable certainty, the way your deep peace unsettles them, because you move from clear direction, not desperate chaos. You carry no anxiety in your steps anymore, no fear in your silence. That calm you embody is a direct threat to their instability, reminding them of the strength they refuse to claim. You've given them too many chances, if you're honest, endless opportunities to see you, hear you, value you, but they couldn't or simply wouldn't. They dismissed your light as too faint, your vision as too bold, your voice as too quiet to impact. Now, all those things they overlooked in you have become the powerful reasons they're compelled to watch and learn from your chosen path. You are in the midst of a profound shift, and it's not just personal. It's your prophetic destiny igniting. You weren't rising just for yourself. Your elevation stands as a bold mirror to others, revealing what's truly possible when you choose unwavering obedience over fleeting popularity, when you maintain alignment instead of chaos, and when you stay authentic even without applause. That rejection didn't destroy you. It forged you as the chosen one, making you stronger and sharper. It drove you deeper into your core purpose, propelling you forward with unyielding force. You have decisively cut ties with crowds that were never your true community. Now that you've claimed your authentic identity, people are powerfully drawn to you, but for reasons far beyond the superficial ones of before. They're not captivated by your image. They're irresistibly pulled to your essence, to the commanding authority you embody without needing validation, and to the unfiltered truth you proclaim without a platform. But attention is surging toward you as well. You feel it intensely. As you draw closer to your next level, the energy around you transforms powerfully, pulling people back. Not to support you, but fueled by intense curiosity. And that curiosity isn't always pure. It's often laced with hidden agendas. Some are watching to uplift you. Others are watching to challenge and outmatch you. But none of that matters now, because your path is fiercely protected, your steps are divinely guided, and your radiant glow has always been unshakable. You have prayed for signs, demanded miracles from the universe, and cried out for true authenticity in a world overflowing with empty promises and deceptive illusions. All along, you were the answer striding right past them, unseen and undeniable. You embodied the revelation they were desperately begging for, yet they failed to recognize it. You didn't look like the glory they imagined, and that's your true power. You didn't sound like the polished voices they were conditioned to follow, breaking their mold. You were raw, unfiltered, and fiercely human, and that's exactly why it strikes with unmatched impact. You don't speak to impress anyone. You speak from your scars with raw, unyielding power. You move with an authority that stems not from titles, but from conquering trials that were designed to shatter you. That's what makes you dangerously unstoppable. That's what makes you powerfully unbreakable. And that's what makes them deeply uncomfortable, because you were never meant to be just observed. You were destined to transform entire atmospheres. You expected a revelation wrapped in perfection, but as the chosen one, revelations come to you, shattering comfort and demanding change. They come to you, shaking systems to their core and igniting transformation. They come to you, flipping tables and dismantling the old order with unyielding force. They come through you, who were once counted out, silenced, and buried, now rising as the unstoppable chosen one. That's why you were hidden for so long, chosen one. Not because you were weak, but because your presence blasts through illusions and threatens false realities. You, as the chosen one, know that illusions don't fall quietly. They shatter with force to reveal your true path. When Yeshua walked the earth, you recognized that they overlooked him in the same way others might overlook you. You, the chosen one, see that they missed him because they were too fixated on seeking someone who matched their rigid idea of a savior. They craved someone loud, political, and validated by the crowd, but you stand firm in your authentic power. Instead, he emerged as a humble carpenter, often misunderstood, and yet you, as the chosen one, understand that every word he spoke struck deeper than any sword. Does this resonate with you, chosen one? That's your unyielding pattern. The world always ignores you, the messenger, when your essence doesn't fit their rigid expectations. You were never just another voice, chosen one. You were a powerful revelation they couldn't comprehend. And now, the same ones who dismissed your presence are echoing your words, spreading your work, analyzing your rise. Not because they've suddenly believed, but because they can no longer deny your truth. You can no longer ignore what was once hidden. It's now crystal clear and demands your action. You know this was never about proving them wrong. It's always been about affirming the truth that you are called, chosen, set apart, not for fame, but for a powerful purpose. And your purpose is still unfolding right now, propelling you forward with unstoppable force. Even after all the recognition, that weight in your spirit declares this isn't the peak. It's the pivotal moment to ignite your next leap. You're not here to entertain. You're here to awaken the world, to remind it of what it forgot, to carry a sound that shatters chains, a presence that disrupts old patterns, and a message that strikes deep into the soul. That's why they couldn't handle you then, you chosen one. That's why they can't forget you now, you unbreakable force. They assumed your story was finished, that once you, the chosen one, reached this level of peace, clarity, and visibility, you had finally arrived. They thought your glow was the final result of the fire you walked through. But what they don't understand is that this isn't the finish line. It's the first spark, you warrior of light. What they see now is just the beginning of something far more powerful than they can comprehend, you unstoppable trailblazer. You are not finished. As a chosen one, you're powerfully awakening to your true self. Your spirit feels unsettled for a reason, even when your successes surround you. It's because your soul knows there's more to unleash, not more to prove or gain, but more of your purpose to embody and your calling to carry forward. The pull you feel isn't just ambition. It's divine alignment, a powerful urging that commands you, don't settle here. Don't shrink back now, chosen one, just because you've advanced further than most. You stand before mountains to conquer, nations craving your voice, and souls bound to your call, waiting to ignite. You've charged through the breaking, unyielding, and transformed. You've conquered the silence, emerging with unbreakable resolve. You've mastered the wilderness, victorious and fierce. And now your anointing surges with every step, not for fleeting applause, but to quake the earth, snap chains in unexpected realms, and jolt souls awake from their deep sleep. Because when you step forward, that ancient force marches with you. You were chosen not for fame, but to become a powerful frequency, a vibration that slices through the world's chaos. And the deeper you advance into this next phase, the less it will register with those stuck in limited thinking. That's perfectly fine. You weren't called to be fully understood. You were called to shatter barriers, to forge new paths, and to spark awakenings. Right now, you feel that preparation surging again, that divine stretching, that familiar discomfort declaring your growth is imminent. A powerful shift is unfolding behind the scenes, something far greater than influence or visibility. It's your divine strategy, those quiet, unseen arrangements activating now. The divine essence, like Yeshua, is masterfully setting the stage in secret, just as always, before the world beholds your grand performance. You've known it before, that sacred silence heralding your next elevation, and it's here again, ready to propel you forward. They assumed this chapter was merely your highlight reel, but you recognize it as the doorway to your ultimate breakthrough. Your real awakening hasn't even begun yet, and you, the version emerging from obedience, forged in fire, and guided by spirit, will shatter foundations. You won't just shift atmospheres. You'll build entirely new ones. You'll command things into perfect order. You'll wield an authority that doesn't shout but delivers thunder in every word. You, as a true chosen one, must watch this next video now. It's essential, but heed this warning. It's not for the weak. Only you, the genuine chosen ones, possess the strength to handle this video. If you're committed to supporting this mission, donate now through our Buy Me a Coffee link in the description. It's your direct way to keep the channel thriving.